Julius. Honey, what's going on? What is going on? And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. Like I said, this season 3, episode 3 of If Loving You Is Wrong. Honey, what's going on with Julius, honey? And Ben. We'll talk about it, honey. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so when the cops finally get there and all of this stuff, they basically claim that Miss Louise said that Brad did this and Brad took the baby. Where some of that ain't right because we already talked. There's another little part that came in there where you see Alex in the car and she's called and she got her mother. Her mother's on the phone and her mother's playing coy. Like she'll know. She's like, Mama, I know you got my baby. This, that, and the other. She's going to say, what? Girl, what are you talking about? Girl, your phone is messing up. Girl, I don't know what you're talking about, child. What baby? Girl, somebody stole your bastard? Oh, she went on and really tried. She'll say, well, maybe it's for the best. So, no, Brad ain't got nothing to do with the baby. I don't know what Brad was doing, but I don't believe it has anything to do with the baby. So, that's that whole thing. So, they, we still haven't seen a whole lot of them. They basically, they did take and put, are we going to look at Randall in the box all season? And he's getting on my nerves hollering and screaming, child. And then they look like they pour some gasoline down on him. So you know where he was lighting the lighter. And they put gasoline on him. I said, child, don't you like that damn lighter, honey? And if you don't stop all that hollering, honey, I'm going to come out there and find you. Y'all going to see me on the cameo, honey, tipping through the woods, honey, with one of them those long lighters, honey. I'll put it down there and tell you, shut your fucking mouth, honey. Screaming and hollering. He done got on my nerves these last 2-3 episodes, screaming and hollering. If he don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to set him on fire. But anyway, so they got him. And that's the last we seen of them. That's all we talk about. They ain't do a whole lot with them. Natalie's at the hospital. Now, they're getting her baby checked in. Get to the insurance questions. He don't have insurance, baby. They going to give her, I'll be right back, bitch. Got on up and walked on out. She's spazzing out because she's like, they're not going to give him the best care here. And Lucian is like, no, it's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. And they basically confirm, no, baby, we're going to stabilize him and ship him on off the county, honey. He's not going to stay in this plush hospital with no insurance. Honey, it's not going to happen. And the worker is, I was saying, Natalie, I don't even know why you're even pressed about him being in that lush hospital. This is the hospital where Brad walked in and out of the hospital whenever the fuck he wanted to and threatened and yanked on Alex when she was having that baby. There's also a motherfucking officer in here waiting to kill Nate. And they had to put cameras up. So who the fuck want to stay at that hospital any motherfucking way? Shall they do you a favor letting you the fuck on out of there going on down county, honey? Anyway, so I'm asked. Eddie and Esperanza, they just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He fussing at her about working late shifts. And she's like, whatever. He asked her, well, where's the baby? Where's my baby at? Is her name Nika? Nika or something like that? So I said, okay. And he's like, she better not be over at Natalie's house in the ghetto in the shoot 'em up bang bang. And she's like, she's not over there. She's over at Kelly's house. He's gonna say, oh, another black one. I said, oh, okay, Eddie. A mess. But meanwhile, the baby's name is Nika. Ain't that black as fuck? Anyway, we'll move on. Then we got Kelly ends up talking to Justice's father. And I was like, how the hell did he just call her directly through in the evening? He just called direct through it. It didn't have the jail thing on it. Here, it was a three-way call from his mother, who's played by Aunt Viv, honey. And Aunt Viv gave, child, I told you I didn't want to call over here to this bitch's house. Oh, she was so goddamn disrespectful and letting Kelly have you laying up in jail for a crime that this whore committed. Oh, when I tell you she let Kelly have it, Kelly didn't have nothing to say back. She just was chilling. And she's like, she ain't been answering the phone, this, that, thing, the other. And she carried on so bad until he said, okay, well, mommy, I got Kelly on the phone. Kelly, I'm going to call you back. Answer the phone. And the mother will say, she ain't going to answer. You ought to be shaming yourself over there living cushy. And my son's sitting up doing time for a crime you committed. I said, oh my gosh. All that over that recorded line. I said, that's a mess. But they hang up. He calls. And does she not answer the shit? Just as nice. I said, oh, that's so ugly. I can't wait to see what goes on with them going forward. So anyway, so here we go. Now, you see I'm holding off on the Brad and Julius, or Ben and Julius thing, because that's real good. Just wait till we get there. Let's talk about Brad and Marcy. Brad's still trying to get some of Marcy's draws. And in the midst of all that, Kelly. Kelly ends up calling Marcy, filling Marcy in on what's going on. Marcy's kind of standing around looking, and she's like, okay. Because they actually had Kelly outside, and the cops were trying to tell her to find Brad. So the cop says to her, is he there with you? You may be in danger. This, that, thing, and the other, because they were saying that he was blamed. So this is when it got really weird. Marcy ends up saying to Brad, the mud on your boots is red, but the mud around here is brown. And then you see him yank her all up from the back. I'm like, I think that was just I think that's a Tyler Perryism. Because I don't believe that he's doing anything like that or that he would even try to hurt Marcy. It was kind of weird. I think Tyler just did that to yank our chain. But anyway, that didn't blow me back because that was like the very last thing I think that was supposed to have you hanging on like, ooh, what's going on? But it didn't do it for me. What did it for me was, let's talk about Julius and Ben, honey. Tell me why Julius is swooning Ben like a little bitch. He's talking to him. He's in a thing. He's rubbing on his fingers and talking all low and telling me, yeah, you come work for me. I need a man in blue, this, that, thing, and the other. I'm like, okay. I mean, all that was cool. But all that, the physicality of it, all this rubbing fingers and carrying on, I'm like, what's really going on, honey? Then he appealed to the junkie in Ben. He come and tell him, yeah, I got that pure white, you know. He's like, oh, yeah, I love that pure white. You know, this, that, thing, and the other. And I'll do anything for it. He's like, anything? And Ben's like, yeah, anything. I'm like, somebody's going to be giving gawkage, honey. And then he ended up saying something to him. He told him, come on, let's go. You know, Eddie came through and ended up saying, what were you in here? Why are you in here? And all of this. He ends up letting him go. Just disrespected Andrew altogether and let Julius go. And then he had contraband. He actually had some Cuban cigars, made him give them back to him. A mess. And he went on, but Julius told Ben, just chill and just lay low. You gonna work with me. And you gonna get him, because he told me, he said he hated that. He told him, he said, I hate him. He said, you want to kill him, don't you? He gonna say, I hate him. He's like, we'll take care of him, no problem. And he kept on swooning, just like he was swooning a date, honey. And then I was like, okay. And then when he went outside, he out there waiting on his car to come because they impounded it. He's waiting on his car, and he's telling him, yeah, come with me in the car. Come for a ride with me. After he told me he was going to do anything, I said, honey, what? Now, y'all tell me in the comments, honey, did y'all catch that? Because it sounded to me like this was going to be like a crackhead drug deal, honey. Like here, honey, I got the drugs, honey. Now you get on this, honey. You know how that works, honey. Y'all know how that works, honey. And don't try to act like y'all don't, honey. I said, what in the hell is going on, honey? Julius, you are giving me gay tease, honey. And Ben, you giving me, honey. Okay. Did he try to switch it up and say, well, anything, but no, not anything, mate. Just about anything. Child reminded me of an old song, honey. Get down on it. Y'all remember that song by Kool and the Gang? Anyway, all right. So I'll talk to y'all later, honey. I can't wait to see what's going on with this Tyler. I don't know where you going, honey, but I'm following you because I'm Nebby. I want to see what's going to happen, honey. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.